Hi. Hello po. If you are watching right now, I am actually a little nervous. This is my first time. Hi. Hello. Hi to my friends who are watching right now, Arnel Kagatin and Arnel Sakin. Can you hear me? Why can't they hear me? feeling right now? I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so cool because nanay mga audience that are waiting for me. I hope you can hear me. Special mention po to my audience who are already there, naka-standby na po sa aking live. Thank you very much for my audience who are already there. Thank you so much. I am so grateful that you are with me this afternoon. And to my friend, hello, who is watching there in Dubai, my classmate in elementary, Alex Rhino, who is watching right now. Hello to you. First of all, by the way, this is my first time po to go on a live. Kaya medyo tense po ako ng konti. Well, I would like to introduce first formally. I would like to introduce myself formally po sa mga audience ko. My name is Daryl, and welcome to my channel. It's called Daryl Dear. Ayan. My full name po is Daryl Biton Banlaygas, and I am a teacher, an English teacher by profession. Ay, natuturo po ako sa high school. Before I go with, our chikahan, just would like to introduce formally myself, how I started. Hi din sa'yo, Alwin Terreno. Hi. Hi, Awin or Alwin Terreno. Growing up as a child, madami po akong memories na hindi po masaya. Well, I guess, lahat naman po tayo, di ba? We have yung mga memories natin back then na hindi masyadong masaya. Well, life is a roller coaster. You just have to enjoy the ride, and there are events na hindi masaya. We'll just accept it because those events in our lives are actually siguro destined to happen to make us a better person. As I was growing up, when I was in elementary, medyo madalas po ako madalas po ako nabubuli. Kasi po I'm petite, maliit, payat. But those bullying experiences, hindi ko po, hi Mr. Information, hello. Madalas po ako nabubuli kasi nga po maliit, petite po ako. But it didn't make that experience, it didn't make me a bitter person, but a better person. Ayan. I grew up, I am batang 90s po ako. I was playful, gaya ng ibang mga bata dyan. Sa ganda mong yan, host, nabully ka pa. Oo, talaga. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's in the past, and those classmates of mine na nabully love, friends na po tayo. Hi, miss. I have a gift for you. I'm your fan from Marife Arbol. Oh, thank you so much, Marife. Thank you for watching. Love, love, love. So, as I was growing up, medyo diligent lang po siguro ako mag-study. Kaya I graduated elementary at Ballesteros Elementary School. Hi po sa mga teachers ko sa Ballesteros. Baka retired na po sila. This is your student po, Daryl Viton. I graduated as yun nga, sabi ko, I was a diligent student, so I graduated as first honorable mention. Kaya, hi my friend, hi, Arnil Sakin. Hi, if you're watching, hello. I hope you're doing good, Arnil Sakin. So, as I was saying, I graduated as first honorable mention because we were poor. Our family was poor. Kaya it was my motivator po to study harder. And to all of you who are watching, whatever our circumstances in life, that should be our motivator. That should be our reason to be driven in life and to go on and chase for our dreams. So ayan, when I was in high school, medyo naka-earn na po ako ng self-esteem. Naka-earn na po ako ng self-esteem, medyo outgoing na po ako ng konti, medyo extrovert na po ng konti because when I was in elementary, talaga pong introvert ako eh. Masyado akong timid and shy. So when I was in high school, little by little, I was able to build a self-confidence. Thanks to my teachers in high school at Sambusor National High School, Santa Lucia Annex. Ngayon hindi na po sila annex. Ayan. So I graduated there. Hello po sa mga classmates ko sa Santa Lucia Annex. I graduated in 2002. Hello po sa inyo. So as I was saying, I was able to build a self-confidence little by little. I joined contests. I participated in programs. Nag-perform po ako as a dancer. I was member of a dance troupe. By engaging myself, by engaging myself in different extracurricular activities, I was able to build a self-confidence. So ganyan po. If kulang po kayo sa self-confidence or if konting-konti lang po yung self-confidence ninyo, it's not a problem. I started that way. I I was this girl na masyadong shy po talaga. But when I started going out, and I was so happy because I belong to a circle of friends na good influence po sa akin. If they are watching, hello sa inyong mga friends ko ng high school. I was able to build a self-confidence because yung circle of friends ko, naniniwala sila sa akin. And it doesn't matter talaga if those people believe in you or not. It should, you yourself, that belief should start in yourself. Dapat maniwala ka muna sa sarili mo for you to build that confidence that you need. So, ganon. So, sabi ko nga, I was a diligent student kasi nga, it's my driving power po to succeed is yung pagiging diligent ko as a student. And dati, I love reading talaga. That's why when I created this channel, I started with showcasing my book collections that I started collecting when I was in high school. Kaya mahilig po talaga ako magbasa. Anything and everything, binabasa ko po. So ayan, I was a consistent first honor in the classroom thanks to my teacher who really helped me a lot, who really guided me. They have a big influence to them. And yung high school life ko talaga is very memorable, and the people and the teachers are really precious to my heart kasi they believed in me, and by that I was able to build this self-confidence. So, in high school din, marami din po akong memories na masasaya because when I was in second year high school, I had my first love. And yeah, masyado akong maagang na in love. But during that time, I was mature enough siguro to understand that it was love, and it became my inspiration to study harder and be active in school. So ganyan, naging inspirasyon ko po siya. It didn't become a hindrance to me to maintain the grades that I have. So to make the story shorter, I became, so naging, class valedictorian po ako. Naging class valedictorian po ako. Not because magaling ako or matalino ako, but it was God's blessing to me. With prayer and diligence, patience, and humility, you will really achieve the dreams that you wanted in life. Ayan. So there's one here who is asking, ano daw advice ko sa mga taong kulang sa confidence? Ay, that's a good question. Paano pag kulang sa confidence? The people around us can influence us in one way or another. The people around us can influence one way or another. You know, people's opinions and criticisms can make or break us. Again, it can make or break us. So if you will take those criticisms as something that will break from you, wala ka talaga. You have to, that belief, as I was saying, that belief will really start within you. Yung confidence mo, kailangan mo maniwala sa sarili mo that you can do it. Okay? And try to explore yourself. Ayan. Explore your potential. Engage in extracurricular activities. You have to go out of your comfort zone. Ganun po talaga. Hi, Bernard Anthony Blosso. Hello, thank you for watching. Ma'am, pwede po pa love advice? O hindi po ako love expert. I am an English teacher po, hindi po ako love expert. But we will try to, I will try to answer that. Ayan, Arnel sa akin, love. Ano ba ang problema ng love life mo, my dear? So, nawala na po ako sa kwento ko. So, I was saying, I graduated as class valedictorian. My parents were very happy. Yun po yung pinakamalaki. They were really my inspiration. But my father is already in heaven right now. But I know, gusto ko po talaga maging doktor. So, what I did, what I did, and back. So what I did after our graduation, I wrote a letter to the former president Arroyo. She was the president that time. I wrote a letter to her asking her to support my education because I wanted to be a doctor, but my parents could not afford kasi nga mahirap lang kami, and my parents have, low income, and definitely they really cannot afford to send me to a medical school. So what I did, I wrote a letter to the president asking her office to support my education. So right away, after 30 days I got a reply from the president, from the office of the president. It's so amazing talaga. It's really amazing talaga. So I got a reply from the office of the president. And it was stated there that I had to go to a medical school, a certain medical school in Zamboanga City, where she referred me there as a scholar. I got so excited, baka ito na nga yung achievement ng dream ko. But sad to say, my parents did not allow me to go, considering that I was the eldest in the family, and they did not trust me enough to be away from home and to handle myself alone, away from my hometown, Pagadian City. Hello po sa lahat ng viewers ko from Pagadian City. So yun, I was broken-hearted kasi nga, it's goodbye to being a doctor. So I enrolled in St. Columban College, a local school here in Pagadian City. I enrolled BSIT. Yung time na yun po, usong-uso yung BSIT. Madaming kumuha ng course na yun. It's Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. So I took up that course. At first, na-enjoy ko naman. But later on, I realized it wasn't the dream that I wanted. I don't belong to BSIT. Kaya naramdaman ko yung discouragement. Pero happy din naman yung memories ko back in St. Columban kasi I had a circle of friends na supportive din naman and good influence din sa akin. It was just, I got lost. Yun po. I got lost in my own path. Kaya nag-drop po ako. Yes, I was a dropout. Nag-drop out po ako. Dropout student po. So, ayun. And after that year of enrolling in BSIT, nag-drop po ako. 1 year po akong nag-stop. And wala po akong ginawa. I was thinking, ano ba talaga gusto ko sa buhay? I was lost. I was lost. Di ko alam kung anong gusto ko. Ganun lang. So, siguro God has His own way of, you know, leading you to the path that you wanted. So, ayan. So, there is this one person who advised me to, why not take up education? Baka dyan yung career path mo. Why not try teaching? So, I enrolled in WIMSU here in Pagadian. I enrolled in BS Ed, majoring in English. And I found myself, parang dito nga yung path ko. I think it's really teaching. I was happy and I was fulfilled. So I think I was really destined, or hindi naman siguro destiny, I was really prepared by God to be a teacher. Ayan. Because going back in my childhood days, kasi ate, ako yung pinaka-ate, we are 7 in the family and I am the eldest. So ayun, when I was a kid, I used to play pretend. Nagpi-play pretend po kami. Ako po yung teacher, and then yung mga students ko, yung mga sisters ko. And yung wall namin, puno po ng handwritten using a chalk. Kasi nga ako yung teacher eh. So ganyan. Whatever for the younger generations, maybe you are looking for what you are still pondering kung ano ba talaga ang gusto mong gawin sa buhay. Well, first is you just, kneel and pray. Yan, and ask God for wisdom. Ano ba talaga? Where is my career path? Ano ba talaga yung will ng Lord para sa akin? Amen. And for you to be able to find what you want in life, you have to know yourself first. You have to know your strengths and weaknesses. Saan ba ako magaling? Saan ba ako mahina? Okay, alamin mo yun sa sarili mo. And by being, just persevere with perseverance and diligence and patience, you will really you will really reach your destination. You may be falling, you may stumble at some point in your life, but don't worry. If you stumble once or twice, don't worry. That is just a part of your journey. Part yan ng journey. Success is not instant. Okay? Success is standing after you have fell for many times. Failure is not absent in any achievement of dreams that we have. Failures can really happen to anyone, to any person in all walks of life. Failure can really happen. Even if you are driven or not, if you have that confidence or not, may mga failure talaga na dadating sa buhay natin. Kaya laban lang, no? Fight, fight, fight lang. Just go on lang po, achieving your dreams. So, ayan, that is a little about myself. Parang madami na yata akong nakwento sa inyo about my life. Madami na po ako nakwento about my life. So, this is Real Talk with Daryl dear. Now, I want us to talk about this afternoon. I want us to talk about forgiveness. Okay? Forgiveness. I'm not giving here a lecture, ha? Real talk lang po tayo, chikahan about life and yung experiences natin. So, I want us to talk about forgiveness kasi most people, most people find it hard to forgive. Bakit nga ba mahirap mag-forgive? Bakit ba um, mabigat sa dibdib ang pagbibigay ng forgiveness? Well, the dictionary defines forgiveness as the act of forgiving someone who has offended you or has hurt you or who has wronged you. That person can be a friend, a family member, a neighbor, a co-worker, or even your spouse. Anyone can hurt us because human as we are vulnerable to pain. Hindi po yung physical na pain, yung dumudugo. It's the pain in our heart. We are all vulnerable to that. Kaya nahihirapan tayong mag-forgive. So bakit nga ba mahirap ang mag-forgive? There are, according to the readings I had, I refer to this author. He is B.J. Foster. So he gave um, 5 reasons, based from maybe the study that he had. 5 reasons why people cannot forgive. Okay? Mahirap naman talaga mag-forgive. I, for one, from my experience, I had this experience of mine in the past na nahirapan talaga ako mag-forgive. No, it took me a little while. It took me years before I was able to forgive that person. Hindi ko na siya i-mention kasi just a person I met in the past. So nahirapan ako mag-forgive. Bakit kaya? For the longest time, I had a pain in my heart. Kaya I was thinking, paano ba? How can I forgive this person who has hurt me so deeply? I was contemplating that question in my mind for how many years? Kasi nahirapan ako mag-forgive. So according to this author, which I personally agree, na ito po talaga yung most reasons why people find it hard to forgive. Okay, the first reason why people cannot or do not forgive. First is, okay, what keeps us forgiving others? What keeps us forgiving others? The first reason is people do not know how. Most people do not know how to forgive. Paano ko ba gagawin yung pagpapatawad? Where will I start? How will I start? What do? Ganyan. Now, it is a myth that most people believe because a lot of people think forgiving someone is saying that the mistake he has done to you is already gone or forgotten or is already justified. It's a myth. Hindi po totoo yan. The person who has wronged you has acknowledged the mistake he has done to you. Okay? Now, many people believe that it means that the person must admit the wrongdoing. Kailangan aminin niya. Okay? Kailangan aminin niya na, oy, nagkamali ako, sorry na, tawarin mo na ako. But even if that person tells you so, hindi pa rin enough, masakit pa rin kahit humingi na siya ng kapatawaran. Bakit masakit pa rin? Yun. Have you experienced that in your life, mga friends and sesams? Ayan. Bakit masakit pa rin? So yun po. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is simply giving up. You give up. It's simply giving up your right to condemn the person who has wronged you or who has hurt you. It is handing over or it is giving up to God to judge and administer justice. Kaya nga po sinasabi sa Bible, sabi ni God sa Bible, vengeance is mine, not ours. But human as we are, we tend to revenge talaga. That's a normal reaction if you are or if you are offended. No, I must revenge. Hindi pwede to. Kailangan akong gumanti. Sabi ni Arnil, what advice can you give to those people that until now they cannot forgive? Oh, thank you for that question, Arnil. Saki, as I go on with my sharing of thoughts, I would be able to answer your question. Thank you for asking. Okay. As I was saying, forgiveness, for you to be able to forgive, you have to give up your right being the person na nasaktan. You have to give up your right to condemn the person. Kasi it's only God who can condemn a person. Yan po. Forgiveness, mga sisams and fannies, forgiveness po is simply letting go of the pain, of the burden that you feel. And by doing so, you will attain peace in your life. Ayan. Sana po ay may nakuha po kayo. Now, second reason why people don't forgive or could hardly forgive is because they have to let go of bitterness. Yun po ang mahirap. We do not actually realize that nagiging bitter na po tayo when we cannot forgive. And being bitter po is not good. Yan. Is not good. But without knowing it, unconsciously, we become bitter kasi nga hindi tayo makapag-forgive. Holding on to anger and bitterness somehow feels like just kasi pag galit ka, you are keeping that anger in you. Parang you feel like, nakabalos na ako, nakaganti na ako sa kanya. Galit ako sa hindi ko siya papansinin talaga forever. So, ganyan yung tendency natin, di ba, mga sisams? But somehow, that bitterness and anger that you feel takes away the peace internal or the peace and happiness within you. Kaya lang, sometimes we choose to hold on that bitterness in us. You're welcome. It's what the people who hurt us deserve our wrath. Yun yung belief natin. Siya yung nakapanakit sa akin eh. She deserves my wrath. She deserves my anger. Dapat galit ako sa kanya. So, ganyan. Without realizing that we are keeping the burden in our heart. Forgiveness means letting go of bitterness. Wag na po tayo bitter, mga sisams. No? And living our wounds exposed. When we have a wound, it's exposed to pain. Okay? But if that wound will not be administered with a proper medication, hindi po siya gagamutin, hindi po talaga siya ma-heal. And in healing that wound, you will experience pain, di ba? Pag open wound, masakit siya pag ginagamot natin. But it's the only way for it to be healed. So, kailangan siya lagyan ng gamot. So, it's synonymous to forgiveness. You have to deal with the pain. You have to face the pain for you to be able to overcome that pain, to overcome that bitterness, for you to be able to forgive the other person who has hurt you. Again, that person can be a sibling or your family or your coworker or your closest friend and even your most trusted or even your best friend can hurt you. Ayan. It's painful though to heal a wound, but unless a wound are confronted with proper medication, then that's the only way we can experience healing and freedom. Ayan. Healing and freedom. You will be free from bitterness and from that burden in your heart. Now, the third reason why people cannot forgive or do not forgive or could hardly forgive is that they have to give it to someone undeserving it. Unfair naman yun. She has or he has wronged me tapos I will forgive him. That's unfair. He does not deserve my forgiveness. Now, remember, Sesams and Friends, that God could forgive us 70 times 70. Who am I? Who are we? Who are you who cannot forgive others? Ganyan po. We want people to get what they deserve. Yan. Deserve niya yan eh. Kasalanan niya naman. He or she betrayed me. He has hurt me. Kaya deserve niya yan. Therefore, forgiveness means they are released from the vengeance we want to administer. So when you forgive, you take away yourself in the vengeance process. Wala na pong vengeance kasi you were able to forgive. Fourth reason po is people have to let go of self-righteousness. So we have, for us to be able to forgive, we have to think that if that person has done you wrong, ikaw naman sa sarili mo, think that there were also moments, there was a point in my life na ako naman ang nakapanakit ng ibang tao. Di ba mga sisams? There was a point in our lives that we hurt someone, maybe consciously or unconsciously or unintentionally, but there was a point na ikaw po ang nakapanakit ng ibang tao. So why can't we forgive? Ayan. So it's hard to forgive because we have that in our mind that we are right and the other person is wrong. Ayan. Ako yung tama, siya yung mali. Why will I forgive him? Dapat she deserves my vengeance. Kasi siya yung mali. And I am right. Oh well, that's correct at some point. But that is not always the case, mga sisams. Forgiveness challenges us to think about pain we have inflicted on others. So, baka hindi po natin alam that the offender po is also hurt by our actions. It's really hard to do that, no? Because sabi nga, love your enemy. Can you be able to love your enemy? Hmm? Madali bang, kaya mo bang mahalin yung enemy mo? Kaya mo bang kaibiganin ulit yung taong nanakit sa'yo? That's somehow hard. But with strength, no, and with humility that you are also an offender, would lead you to forgiving the other person. And the last reason po why people why people could hardly forgive is that it is an act of a full heart. Kailangan buo yung puso mo. But there are people who cannot do that, who do not have that kind of heart. You know, the forgiving heart and the humble heart. Forgiveness is an act that comes from a position of strength. Then, if you can forgive, then you have that strength. It's a strength, it's the kind of strength that many people don't have because it requires, furthermore, bravery, love, faith, empathy. Empathy po, it means, paano kung ikaw naman yung nasaktan or nanakit? What if you are in that person's shoes? Yun po yung empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and you will experience life on his part. No? The life that he is living, that's empathy. So what if ikaw yung nanakit? Ganyan. What if ikaw yung offender? Ganyan. It requires forgiveness, requires openness. Yes, sabi nila, nang yung mga linya po ng mga networking, are you open-minded ka ba? Yung ganyan. Open-minded ka ba? So, in forgiveness, you have to be open-minded. You have to be open-minded of the other person. Bakit kaya niya nagawa yung act na yon that was able to hurt me? Okay, you have to be open. Kasi if we are close-minded, wala na eh, no matter how the person explains to you, no matter how he justifies the action, hindi mo tatanggapin kasi close na yung mind mo. Close-minded ka na, hindi mo na talaga maiintindihan. So you have to open your eyes, you have to open your mind for you to be able to see and understand reasons. That's openness. And vulnerability. We have to consider that each human person is vulnerable to pain and mistakes. Ibig sabihin po niyan, kahit sino ka pa, babae, lalaki, if you're a teacher, an office worker, you are vulnerable to mistakes. You can hurt other people. You can make mistakes. You stumble. You fall. You, you can feel hurt or you can feel pain. Ganon din naman na kaya mo rin makapanakit ng ibang tao. Vulnerability. Yan po. Because human as we are vulnerable to different emotions. Emotions can be negative or positive. As a human person, we are vulnerable to different emotions. And one of those is bitterness. So pag bitter ka, hirapan kang mag-forgive. But it's only you who can fix that with prayer and humility. Yan po. That you can be able to forgive. Sabi ng isang viewer ko, thank you, host. Very inspiring message to share to us. Oh, you're welcome po. It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for viewing. Sabi po ng isang viewer, you cannot give forgiveness if even yourself you cannot forgive. That I agree po. You have to forgive first yourself. If you think may mali ka din, no? It takes two to tango. As I said, ha? It takes two to tango. So if there is an offender, so may na-offend po. Do not focus your vision on the person who has offended you. Okay? You have to also think of yourself. What have I done? Ano ba nagawa ko that the other person has done that to me? Okay? To tango. Ayan. So consider also, you have to consider also the other person. Kaya yung sinabi ko kanina, openness. Ayan po. So I have also gathered some great insights from brilliant authors about forgiveness. No, an action can be big or small. The act can be big or small. That could be, but even how small it is, that can hurt us. So, so that requires forgiveness. Be uh, the mistake may be big or small. It's the same. It can hurt us because we are vulnerable to pain. Now, according to Mahatma Gandhi, I know you are familiar with this philosopher Mahatma Gandhi. He said that the weak can never forgive. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Ayan. If you are able to forgive in the past, in the past, congratulations. That shows you are strong. And I believe so. No? Because the more you dwell on the mistake of the other person, the more that peace and freedom are taken away from you. So bakit pa? Bakit ka pa? Why will you in isolation of that bitterness and pain? Na pwede mo naman siyang let go. Yung letting go is mahirap din po. Kasi forgiving and letting go, I think they go together at some point. Go of the pain. Gusto natin namnamin yung pain talaga. Ayan. Gusto natin namnamin yung pain, yung nararamdaman mong pain. Sometimes that's our tendency. Ayan. According to Louis Smithers, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Again po, napakaganda. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. When you are unable to forgive, you make yourself a prisoner. Okay? I've been a prisoner pala for how many years? And it was just lately that I realized that I was imprisoned in my own negativity and bitterness. And when I was able to let go, to finally let go of that pain in me, I was able to live a peaceful life. That is really true. I, for one, na-experience ko po yun. Yung pain, yung sikip ng dibdib, every time you see that person, yung nakapanakit sa'yo, you want to revenge kasi nga nasaktan ka eh. Hindi lang dapat ako masaktan, dapat din siya. I was a prisoner for how many years? And when I forgive, when I totally let go and surrender the bitterness and the hatred I felt towards that person, ay nako, I assure you, peace and freedom will be achieved. Ayan. So one more insight from an author, it says, forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. So yan ako yung sinabi ko kanina, if you can able to totally let go of the pain and hatred, you will achieve peace talaga in you. Inner peace. And inner peace is priceless. Hindi mo siya mabibili. Hindi mo rin siya mahihingi sa ibang tao. It's only you who can give that to yourself, yung inner peace. And that inner peace comes from forgiveness. And that forgiveness comes from letting go of the bitterness and hatred that we felt towards the offender. Yan. So meron pa po. To forgive, to forgive is the highest, most beautiful form of love. When we say love, it's a very broad thing. That love can be the love for the opposite gender, the love that we had for our siblings, the love that we had for our parents, the love that we have for our spouse, the love that we have for our neighbors, maraming form of love. But the highest form of love, regardless of its nature, yung nature ng love, is forgiveness. Ayan. In return, you will receive untold peace and happiness. Totoo talaga yan. If you can forgive, you will be happy. No? You can have inner peace and happiness. That's according to Robert Mueller. And I have read also from one of my collections po, I have read that, which I agree myself, forgiveness is something you do for yourself. Okay? Forgiveness is something you do for yourself, not for the other person. So magpatawad ka for your own peace and happiness. Forgiveness is, of course, forgiveness is not always easy. That's true. Ito naman yun. At times, it feels more painful. It feels more painful that the wound we suffer to forgive the one that inflicted us. Ako lang yung nasaktan eh. Ako lang yung nagsuffer. Siya ang saya-saya niya. So why will I forgive the other person? That's normal reaction. There is no peace without forgiveness. So if you are in a point in your life that nahihirapan kang forgive, I hope you will consider the insights I have shared for this afternoon. Subukan mo lang. Do not restrict yourself. Do not isolate yourself unless PUM or PUI ka. Do not isolate yourself from the pain and anger. No, be open. And lastly po, forgiveness is a process. It's a process, no? You undergo yourself of the process. Huwag mo lang siyang madaliin. Okay? It's for yourself. Do not rush to forgive. So gaya nga nung song, wise men say, only fools rush in. So wag mo lang siyang madaliin. Take time. Take time lang po. No? Just take time to handle your emotion, to handle the pain that you have. Forgiveness is a process, it's a choice that you have to make over and over every day until you're free of it. So you have to tell yourself, sometimes it's a mind setting eh. Kailangan iset mo yung mind mo. You have to program your mind. Oh, I have to forgive the other person because ako din, nagkasala din naman ako. So you have to tell yourself over and over again every day for you to be able to forgive. Ayan. Sana po ay may nakuha po kayo sa mga insights and ideas that we were able to share this afternoon. So, um, so as I was saying po, if you are in a point of your life ngayon na forgiveness is such a hard thing to do, okay lang yan. Huwag mo lang siyang, huwag mo lang siyang madaliin. Okay? You undergo yourself a process. Okay? If you need to dwell on that pain for some time, gawin mo. Kung gusto mo lang siyang maramdaman, gawin mo. If you need that for yourself, gawin mo. And gawin mo lang siya. If gusto mo lang maramdaman yung pain for quite some time, Gawin mo lang siya. If you need that for yourself, gawin mo. Because above anyone else, above anyone else in this world po, it's you and God who know yourself well. So undergo yourself a process. Huwag mo lang siyang madaliin. Take that step-by-step process. So little by little, you take away that pain. Paunti-unti. Hindi kailangan siya abrupt. Kasi pag abrupt, yung tendency is, pag abrupt mo, ni-remove yung pain, the tendency is babalik siya eh. Babalik siya. Kasi hindi ka pa hindi mo pa siya totally na sa sarili mo. Hindi mo pa siya totally na process sa sarili mo. So undergo a process. If you need to dwell on that pain for quite some time, gawin mo lang para sa sarili mo. You take away that pain and bitterness little by little, one at a time. Mindsetting din po. You have to think na that you are not perfect. Who else? Who is perfect, by the way? Who among in this world can say, oh, I am perfect? Why should I forgive? Hindi naman ako naka-offend ni minsan sa buhay ko. I think nobody will claim that idea that you are perfect. Because all of us are vulnerable to mistakes. We are vulnerable to different feelings. Kaya there's no reason that you cannot forgive. But as I was saying po, do not rush to forgive. Take it one step at a time. Para pag nagawa mo na siya finally, yung forgiveness na yung letting go of the pain and hatred na wala na talagang balikan. That once you let go of it, mga sisams, love, love, love lang po, smile lang po tayo, na once you let go of that pain, hindi mo na siya mararamdaman ulit. And when you see that person who has wronged you, na na-forgive mo na siya, you have forgiven, you have you have given him total forgiveness. And if you see that person maybe along